Champions and relegated teams now have been settled. Hello everyone and welcome to the What If League. This is episode 17 from the series Super Leagues, and today we're going to focus on the period between the 6th of May and the 30th of May. If you haven't seen the previous episodes from the series, please make sure to do so. Links can be found in the description below, or you can also browse my channel. Especially important is to check out episode number 1, where I explain the basic concepts of the competitions here, how those divisions have been set up, which teams participate, and what are the rules. In this episode we are going to see who have become champions of the 5 divisions, and also who has been relegated, which teams are going to battle it out in the playoffs for the remaining spots for the next season. And right now you can see on the screen my inbox, where we see who has been fired or hired. In the last week, Benfica have fired their manager Rui Vitoria, while Chivas fired their head coach Matias Almeida. So this is what happened, and you can see here on the screen in the job security section which jobs are available and which managers are currently being scrutinized, under review, very insecure, etc. So after we have saw that, now it's time to have a view at the 5 divisions. The champions of the top division, Super League 1, are Real Madrid with 73 points, 2 more than second place Manchester United, and congratulations to the Madrid team. This is very impressive stuff. They were leading this division for almost the entire season. Looking at the results, I can see that they have lost their final game, but so have Manchester United. You can see that Arsenal beat Manchester United 2-1 in the final game of the season, and Liverpool defeated Real Madrid 2-0. So this is very disappointing for Manchester United, I guess. If they won their final game, they would have been champions, but I guess it was not meant to be. Now, what is also interesting here to see is that the relegated teams, we have Sevilla, who have survived the final round. So you see that Benfica lost their game in hand to Chelsea. This happened on the 6th of May. They lost 1-3 at home. Then in the final set of fixtures, Benfica drew with Roma. The Roma are another relegated team. 4-2 lost to Chelsea, while Sevilla drew with Juventus, and that was enough for their survival on goal difference. So they had the same number of points as Porto, but they have 3 goals better goal difference, and this was more than enough to secure their survival. Very, very interesting turn of events here, very interesting development. Now let's have a quick look at the stats. So first of all, let's see the team stats. Most goals scored. Manchester United are leading the way here with 70 goals, 5 more than Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid, the champions, are in 4th position, 10 goals less, but this doesn't really matter at the moment. Best at hitting the target are Benfica. This is not a real big, a big success for them, considering that they are being relegated. At least they have something to brag about. Best at hitting the target, they are in 1st place here, 2nd place Atletico Madrid, then Sevilla. We have most crosses completed from Juventus, 31%, which is 1% more than Real Madrid and Barcelona. Most headers completed, Arsenal, 79% of the headers they have won. Then most passes completed, Barcelona with 77%, followed by Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, and Napoli, Milan with 76%. Then we see best average possession, Real Madrid with 54.45% of the time the ball has been in possession of the Los Blancos. Squad, most fouls made, Real Madrid as well. This is interesting, 10 fouls more than 2nd place to Roma. Interesting as well, indeed. Most tackles won, Real Madrid are here too, are leading this table too, with 75% of the tackles that they have attempted, they have successfully won them. Most shutouts, Real Madrid again. So Real Madrid are dominating the defensive stats here, which just comes to prove that champions are the teams with the best defense. They have managed to keep 15 shutouts, which is 2 more than Manchester United and Juventus. Least conceded, again Real Madrid, 34 goals only, and this is 2 less than Manchester United with 36. So congratulations to Real Madrid for this significant achievement. Now moving to the player overview, top goal scorer is Manchester United player Andrea Belotti. They bought Belotti in the beginning of last summer when the experiment began. He scored 23 goals, which is 2 more than the star of Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo. Gonzalo Higuain from Juventus is in third place with 20 goals. He has the same number of goals as Mauro Icardi, who is in the fourth position because he played all of his games as a starter, while Higuain came as a substitute in one of the games. Best at hitting the target is Gonzalo Higuain with 63% of his shots being on target, which is significantly more than second place Radamel Falcao with 60%. Most key passes, Kevin De Bruyne and Steven Zonzi both have 41 key passes against their names, which is very, very good results for both players. Congratulations to them. Most assists, Juan Mata with 18. This is a wonderful achievement for the Manchester United midfielder. He has been leading this table for almost the entire season. 18 assists, very good performance from the Spaniard. Then Neymar is the player with the most dribbles per match, with a bit more than 5 dribbles every game. Eden Hazard is second place here with just a percentile less, 499. Then we have most distance covered per 90 minutes. N'Golo Kante is leading this table, which is not a real surprise considering what kind of a power horse he is. Then the second place player here is Arturo Vidal, who is also known for his work rate. We see most tackles per match. Giorgio Chiellini is leading this table with 6.34 tackles per game, followed by N'Golo Kante in second position. Most key tackles by Sokratis Papastatopoulos from Dortmund. 48 key tackles he has managed to accumulate this season, which is significantly more than second place Per Mertesacker with 32. Most shutouts for the Real Madrid goalkeeper Keylor Navas, which is of course very not really surprising considering that Real Madrid won all of the defensive stat tables. And least conceded for Keylor Navas again with only 25 goals from 31 games. So congratulations to the winners here. We see that the best player in terms of average rating is Lionel Messi with 7.92. Eden Hazard in second place, Cristiano Ronaldo third. Lionel Messi accumulated 13 Player of the Match awards, which is a lot more than anybody else, 4 more than second place Paulo Dybala. Paul Pogba was the player who was booked most of everybody else, 13 yellow cards, while Phil Jones, his teammate, was sent off, apologies, from 2 games, which is the same number as a lot of other players. Very interesting development of Super League 1 indeed. Now going to Super League 2, where champions were Monaco, second place are Lyon. So Lyon have managed to surpass Valencia in the last round. Let's see what happened here. Third place Valencia, Santos fourth, Lazio fifth, and Cruzeiro sixth. So Valencia, Santos, Lazio, and Cruzeiro are going to challenge in the playoffs for the remaining spot. Grêmio, Corinthians, and Ajax have been relegated, so none of the bottom teams managed to do anything to change their fate. Let's see what happened in the top with Lyon, Valencia, and Santos. They were the teams that could potentially switch around. So let's see here. Lyon won against Corinthians 3-0. Valencia lost away to Villarreal, and Santos lost at home to Corinthians. So this is why we see that Lyon is now in second position and have qualified for the Super League 1 for the next season. This is very interesting. Now the playoffs that are going to be played in 9 days are going to start with Cruzeiro against Valencia and Lazio against Santos. We'll see what happens there. Now let's have a quick look at the team overview. Most goals scored by Valencia, 68 goals, which is 1 more than Monaco, who were crowned champions. Best at hitting the target are Valencia as well with 41%. Most crosses completed from Monaco, 28%, which is the same percentage as Santos, Zenit, and Palmeiras. Most headers completed, Lazio are leading this table with 76%, the same number as Athletic Bilbao. Most passes completed, Lazio again, 75% of their passes have been successfully completed. Best average possession from Valencia, 52.76% of the time the ball has been in their possession. Most fouls made by Palmeiras, significantly more than Dynamo Kiev in second place, 46 fouls more. Most tackles won, Lazio are leading this table with 73%. Most shutouts, Lazio again with 13 games that have ended without them conceding any goals. And Lazio are also the team that have conceded the least number of goals. 32 only have been allowed by their goalkeepers. So Lazio were very, very impressive. They finished in 5th position. It will be interesting to see how they perform in the playoffs. Now, in the player overview, top goal scorer of the division is Rodrigo from Valencia with 20 goals, one more than his teammate Simone Zaza and Carlos Bacca from Villarreal. Best at hitting the target has been Marco Parolo from Lazio. He has managed to put the ball in the goal, or at least force a save on 57% of his attempts. This is the same percentage as Michel Borja from Palmeiras. Most key passes have been made by Carlos Soler from Valencia, 37, and he has also made the most assists, 17, which is significantly more than everybody else. This is 7 more than Roberto Soriano and Thomas Lemar, who are with 10 each. Most dribbles per match from the Brazilian in Shakhtar Donetsk, Bernard. Bernard has done a bit less than 4 dribbles per game. Then most distance per 90 minutes, Denis Garmash from Dynamo Kiev, 9.3 kilometers. Most tackles per match, Lucas Leiva, the Brazilian midfielder from Lazio, with a bit more than 5 tackles per game. Luan from Palmeiras has made the most key tackles, 31 for the whole season. In terms of shutouts, Diego Alves, the Flamengo goalkeeper, is the leader here with 14 games without conceding a goal. And least conceded, we have a lot of players here. I'm not sure why it says 105 players, that's not true. We have Tomas Trakosha from Lazio is leading here with 23 goals only that he has allowed in 31 games. Thomas Lemar is the leading player in terms of average rating with 7.39. He's followed by his teammate Jorge in Monaco and the Spaniard Aymeric Laporte from Athletic Bilbao. Thomas Lemar also picked up 7 Player of the Match awards, which is 1 more than Iker Muniain from Athletic Bilbao. Dario Serna received 15 yellow cards and he was also sent off in 3 games. The Shakhtar defender is the worst player in terms of disciplinary record in Super League 2. In Super League 3, Hoffenheim, who were champions in the last week, are still champions of course, but Olympique Marseille have managed to surpass both Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Mönchengladbach to become 2nd place and qualify directly for Super League 2. This happened because Leverkusen drew away to Boca Juniors in their game at hand, while Olympique Marseille won against Cruz Azul. And then in the last set of fixtures, Marseille were victorious in a direct, I would say, mini final against Leverkusen. They won away from home 2-1, and that way they climbed the table. While Borussia Mönchengladbach, they visited Sao Paulo and they lost 2-0. In the bottom of the table, Feyenoord did not manage to save themselves. They lost at home to Real Sociedad, while Olympiacos won away from home to Chivas 3-0, and that way they secured their place in the Super League 3 for the next season as well. Now let's have a quick look at the team stats. Most goals scored by Olympique Marseille, 67. I'm just going to leave it like that and don't want to spend too much time, so if you want, have a look at the stats here, press the pause button and analyze what you're seeing. In the player overview, we see top goal scorer Kevin Volland. He was leading the way for almost the entire season, 22 goals next to his name, 3 more than Silvio Romero from Copa America. He's also the player with the highest average rating. So he's the top performer in this division, although Leverkusen did not manage to secure automatic qualification. Now, just to see the assists, Vincenzo Grifo from Borussia Mönchengladbach is leading the way here with 16 assists next to his name. This is a very, very good performance from the Italian. This is 4 more than Nadim Amiri from Hoffenheim. And now let's see what happened in the other 2 divisions. In Super League 4, we have another surprise. Real Betis are champions here after they have managed to surpass Tigres. Tigres have slumped down to 3rd position and have also been surpassed by Southampton. So what happened here. Let's see. Southampton won away to Atlético Nacional 2-1. While Real Betis, where is Real Betis? Real Betis won at home against Köln, and in the end, Tigres. What happened with Tigres? They lost away to Newcastle 3-2. So this is very unfortunate turn of events for Tigres. But I'm sure that Real Betis fans would be delighted with it. Also, Southampton for qualifying automatically to Super League 3. They would not have to play any playoffs. The playoffs would be between Tigres, Newcastle, Spartak Moscow and Espanyol. In the bottom of the table, Anderlecht did not manage to save themselves. So what happened? Let's see. In the game at hand here, we see Pumas won against Kion, so they managed to do a favor to Anderlecht. But what happened then? Anderlecht managed only to draw against Nice, while Kion lost to Betis. So very, very unfortunate for Anderlecht. If only they won their last game against Nice, which was at home as well, they would have survived, but it was not meant to be. Now let's have a quick look at the team and player stats. Most goals scored by Tigres. On the other hand, most shutouts, two teams, Newcastle and Real Betis with 13 shutouts each. Least conceded by Southampton. Now let's move on to the player section. Top goal scorer is Gerard Moreno from Espanyol with 20 goals. In the assist section, we have Nestor Calderon from Pumas with 11 assists. And the highest average rating from Gerard Moreno as well. Now the lowest division here, Super League 5. Champions are West Ham, so we did not have any surprises here. Second place are Sampdoria. Then we have Malaga, Genoa, Bruges and Stoke. FC Copenhagen did not manage to climb up and secure a place in the playoffs. Let's see what happened. So Copenhagen lost their game in hand at home to Racing Club, and this is what unfortunately prevented them for securing one of the places in the playoff zone. Then in the last set of fixtures, let's see. So we're looking at West Ham, who won away from home to FC Copenhagen, and that way they secured the title. While Sampdoria, where is Sampdoria? They won at home to Pachuca. Okay, so this is what happened here, as you can see. Stoke won against Frankfurt, while Genoa lost to Bruges. So Genoa and Bruges, they are both in the playoff zone. Malaga won away to Atalanta, and that was it. Those teams in the bottom of the table are not being relegated. There is no lower division than Super League 5. Now let's have a quick look at the stats section. Most goals from West Ham, most shutouts from Genoa, least conceded by Sampdoria. Let's have a quick look at the player overview as well. Top goal scorer is Gianluca Lapadula from Genoa with 20 goals. Most assists by Hans Vanaken from Club Brugge with 15 assists next to his name. Then least conceded, who is leading here, Emiliano Viviano with 25 goals only in 30 games. Kurt Zuma from Stoke is the best performing player in this division, while Javier Hernandez has picked up the most Player of the Match awards. We also had the Super League Masters final being played in this week. This is the cup competition between the teams from Super League 1 and 2 only, and the first ever champions are Juventus after beating Manchester United in the final 2-0. The game started perfectly for the Italian team. Gonzalo Higuain scored in the 4th minute and gave them the lead, while unfortunately for Manchester United, Eric Bailly was injured in the 21st minute, leaving them without his strong defensive play. In the second half, Angel Correa from Juventus scored another goal, and with that was the final goal for the game. So this trophy went to Juventus. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. If you haven't seen the previous parts of the series, please make sure to do so. Links would be provided in the description below, or you can also check out my channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you're going to receive notifications for when I upload new videos. In the meantime, you can also check out my social media. Links will be provided in the description below. Let me know what you guys think about the Super Leagues and this first season, which is almost over. Just to remind you, the playoffs are yet to be played, so there are going to be more episodes to come. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Once again, thank you for watching. Until the next time, bye!